let's take a look at this collaborative Google Slides for experiment 1. Now you notice there's all kinds of instructions here. So the main thing you need to look at is it tells you which slide to navigate to. If you forget, I'm going to give you a little tidbit when we open this up. The first thing we have to do, this is experiment 1, so each one of you needs to choose a color that you want to use for the rest of the term. Now when we open this up, you're going to notice black's already chosen. That's mine. And mainly I'm doing that so that I can just be consistent and I can just get on and make comments that way. The colors I'm going to award credit. So you're going to start out with a maximum number of points here at the beginning, which is 20. And then anytime you don't participate, your score will actually go down. So as long as you participate, again, this is one of those free hundreds. You just have to participate. There's not a right, there's not a wrong answer. The whole point of the collaborative aspect is so that, if you're writing your abstract and you're having a really hard time, you get onto this and you're like, okay, guys, I don't understand, or girls, I don't understand, so could you give me some tips? It's so to help one another to do this. Or if you're working on your results and maybe you're not exactly sure maybe how to draw the table, or maybe you're not sure how to include a picture, you can get insight from your classmates. The conclusion application is going to be a little bit harder, mainly because you have to look up journal articles. And so here's a place where you can ask those questions. Do you have to actually write out statements? No, it's just to collaborate. And since we all live someplace different, this is where you can do it. You can do it in real time if you want to meet somebody in real time, but you don't have to be on at the same time to collaborate. So again, it's so you can brainstorm or come up with ideas. Now remember, all of you are going to have different results. So nobody's going to have anything that looks exactly the same. And since they don't look the same, make sure your report doesn't look exactly the same either. So you can't just take what somebody wrote on this Google Slides and put it into your lab report. So make sure that anything that I see on this collaborative slides, I do not see on your actual report. So what you're going to do is you'll actually click here on this link, and it is going to open up in another window. So let me get this window open. So hold on. So it's pretty much on the screen. A little bit over here you can't see. Now once it gets all the way loaded, so let me do that just a sec. You gotta love it when it's live. Now hold on just a sec. And by the power of video, voila, it looks like this. So if you didn't remember which slide, I did say 4, but let's say that you didn't remember 4. So I know I'm on experiment 1, so I would just come down until I found experiment 1. Now you'll notice there's somebody else already on here, and oh look, that's me. So I'm on here as something else, right? So it's okay. That's how you're going to tell if there's somebody else looking at this at the same time. Now when you're watching this video, by the time you watch it, it may look different. I may have put a title here or something of what experiment 1 is. Or one of you may be looking at it and you want to put the title of experiment 1. You may do that. What each of you needs to do is on slide 3 is you need to put the color that you're going to use. I just wrote instructor because that's me. You don't need to put student. That's not important. If there are 2 of you that have the same name, please make sure you put a last initial here, but otherwise you don't need to do that. And make sure you add whatever color you want. Now, where do you find the color? So like here, if I was going to change the color, you come across the bar up here, and you just have to find the one that's color. So I see here's a fill color, here's a border color, but I want text color, so this one is the text color, so it has the A with the line under it, and then when I drop down it says text, and I can pick any of these text colors. So you can pick whichever one you want. Try to stay away from this line right here because it's really light and it's going to be harder to see. But you can pick any color that you want. There's not so many of you that all of these will be used up. Now there is a slide for each one: the abstract, the introduction, the results, and the conclusion application. Now here's the really cool part. Say that this slide gets filled up, all you have to do is add another slide. So if you need to do that, you just push the little plus button up here and then it'll add a new slide beneath it. That's fine, you can do that. You don't have to just keep these 4 slides. And it's the same thing when we get to experiment 2, those 4 slides have already been created. So you don't have to worry about, are those slides there? What do I do? What do I need to do? You just need to add your comments in here. Now, let's say somebody's already typed something and you want to make a comment on that. You can actually push the comment button, which is right outside of this, of course, box, because I didn't think this through when I was making the video, but it looks like a little comment bubble, and you can actually comment on somebody's. If you want to add speaker notes, you can add speaker notes. Whatever you want to do. But this is to help you guys to get more help on the parts that you're writing your outline for your experiment each week. Now, does that mean you can't ask me questions? No, you can still ask me anything that you want to ask me, but it's to help you guys get help from one another. If for some reason you're having difficulties when you're doing this, just let me know, and I'm more than happy to meet with you and help you to figure something out here. Somebody did ask me previously if you have to be logged in to use this. No, you do not have to be logged in. The way I've set it up is you just have to pick your color and then you just type away and you're home free. So hopefully this overview has helped you. Yes, I know it's more than the 1 or 2 minutes I mentioned in another video, but I want it to help you. So hopefully it's not too long, but it's long enough.